Hi there, my name is Spielbeck, and you are Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And if I may say so, these videos I'm dropping, these videos I'm putting out, they're good enough. They're good enough to broadcast on YouTube. That's how good they are. So go ahead and ring that little bell. So I was doing a live stream last night. I was reading an article on Radio Times where they literally said, John Bishop had no interest in doing Doctor Who until the pandemic came and closed all the clubs and theatres, and there wasn't another job to be had. So basically, he said, not if it was the last job on Earth, and it turned out to be the last job on Earth. That's why he took it. Fine. And then we're also going to be reading the other story about John Barrowman wanting a trans actor to play Doctor Who. Of course. Now, John, mate, we love you. We in Fampton love you, and I want to give you a pass. In fact, I am giving you a pass. I give you a pass because, again, you're just a genuinely lovely human being. But please stop with the trans things, okay? You don't need to virtue signal, right? It's fine. But I guess we'll get into it pretty soon. Before we get into it, though, can I ask you guys, hit the like button. Freaking awesome! I like the like button to be hit. Can you hit the like button? Can you hit the share button? Because, I feel it's a terrible tragedy. A terrible tragedy. There are people out there who are deprived of my every thought. My every waking thought about Doctor Who, which is most of my waking thoughts. Really, it really absolutely is. Apart from when I have sex. That's the only time I don't think about Doctor Who. Wow, that's probably... that's strange because I really enjoy having sex. But I really enjoy thinking about Doctor Who. This is something interesting to ponder, right? But that's truly, it's about the only time. And even, you can throw, I guess, if you want to throw in a bit of Nicola Bryant in there. But no, I'm kind of, distracted by who I'm with at the time. So, it's about me. Fine. I'm glad you were with me for that interesting moment of personal revelation. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that subscribe button. Listen, you're not going to get this anywhere else. Hit the subscribe button. But mostly, I definitely hit the subscribe button. That actually I'm insanely grateful for. Go and check the video notes right below. There is my Indiegogo is running. It's over here. It's a running, baby. It's how I'm trying to monetize the channel. Go check it out. 2 freaking awesome graphic novels. I think I have to tell you, they're pretty darn good. They're pretty darn good graphic novels. You can get a bundle of them for right now there's still a sale. You can get them for $40 with your $5 off. And you also get these very tasteful art cards. So we got a new of the art cards to show off. This is a series called For the Male Gaze. So this is card number 5 in the series. Goes to the campaigns and cards number 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're pretty darn awesome. They're pretty. So For the Male Gaze, this is this is based on my 12-year-old masturbatory fantasies. Councillor Troy looking resplendent there on the bridge of the Enterprise D, the Enterprise Double D. Maybe that should have been the title of the cards, but no. The title of this card is I'm Sensing Strong Emotion, Captain. I'm sensing very strong emotions, Captain, and so are we. And poor Councillor Troy. Somehow the environmental controls have gone out of whack on the Enterprise, and they just had to take most of the clothes off to be able to survive the crushing heat. So that's the 5th card. I think I'm going to throw in this print as well. This is by artist Dominic Racho, who did the artwork on one of the comic books. This is it's not entirely finished yet, but I really, really like it. He did this by mistake. And I paid him for it anyway because it's so freaking awesome. I absolutely love what he's done here. So I think I'm going to throw it in as a print, especially to the Canadian backers who paid a ridiculous amount for shipping, which they're getting refunds for. Canadian shipping should be online by the time you see this, as well as Australian shipping. So go check it out. I do hope it's something that interests you, and you might want to consider patronizing. If you're not interested, if you can share it, honestly, that's really, 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 really helpful. I genuinely thank. I actually genuinely thank you for that. I know people just say these things, but I actually really mean it. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. Fine. You know who else is grateful for a job? John Bishop. Okay, John Bishop. I like what goes through the heads of this is not Hugh Fullerton, right? This is Emma Billimore. Okay, I don't recognize her name. Who wrote this? But what is going through her head? Like, we'll read it together, and it seems pretty clear what they're saying to me. But we'll read it together. John Bishop reveals he originally turned down Doctor Who. The comedian has now signed up to play. Has now signed up to play the Doctor's companion. Why? There's no other jobs. That's really the reason. There's no other jobs. Doctor Who fans are excited to meet a new companion when the series returns, as John Bishop will join the show in the role of Dan. Now, I had to actually say, and I rank on the current era of Doctor Who. I have no doubt these next 8 episodes are going to be unwatchably awful and excruciating. Why? Because the previous 22 episodes, 21 episodes have been unbelievably excruciating. So honestly, if something happens 3 times in a row, you can probably expect it to keep occurring. So but having said that, I think he's a candidate casting for them. I think he adds some humanity to the TARDIS, which is really lacking with the cardboard characters of Yaz and the Doctor. And I feel bad for him because he seems like, I get to be in Doctor Who, but he knows he's in, crap Doctor. You know what it's like, when back in, where was it, the early 90s? Must be the early 90s. There was a Doctor Who skit on Children in Need. They split it over, called Dimensions in Time. Not very good. Not very good. But we had a Doctor Who for a couple of years, and there wasn't even Big Finish then, so we're all kind of like, harlishing for it, right? And it was basically Doctor Who meets EastEnders. And it just, oh my God. At the beginning, they had Patrick Troughton and William Hartnell as these like clay busts that were spinning around and subbed into a vortex because they're dead. The actors are dead, and they couldn't find anybody else to play them. But they've got John Pertwee. Anyway, so they got Tom Baker in. It's the first time he reprised the role, I think. No, he did a couple of ads in New Zealand as a Doctor-ish character. But like they brought Tom Baker in, and they gave him the season 18 costume, and he's like, this is a garbage one. Why did they give me this costume? So I feel the same for John Bishop. He's like, I get to be in Doctor Who, but I get to be in this Doctor Who. I would rather be in Terror of the Vervoids. I can hear him say it. Well, he probably wouldn't say that because he's not a fan. But if he was, educated about Doctor Who, he would probably say that. You think anybody would jump at the chance to film in the TARDIS? But Bishop has revealed he was reluctant. Yeah, listen, the guy looks like a sane, normal person, which means he's got eyes in his head, and he knows what a freaking disaster this Doctor Who is. Speaking at a Zoom event, an evening with John Bishop, he admits he turned down the part before lockdown inspired him to reconsider. No, lockdown gave him no choice what to reconsider. I met writer Chris Chibnall, and he had this idea and this character, Bishop explains, which was clearly so fantastic, so wonderful, the idea. John Bishop saw it so clearly, he said no. Maybe he's seen an episode of the current Doctor Who. That could be, or maybe just Chris Chibnall scared him off by, his remarkable lack of talent. His lack of talent is just so palpable right now. It's like I don't understand how anybody could possibly deny it, right? His lack of talent. That's the reason Doctor Who has failed, because his lack of talent. Nothing to do with it being a female Doctor, but I think his lack of talent made him insist on there being a female Doctor. But it's good. It just boils down to lack of talent. He's seen me in a few things, and he wanted to know if I'd be interested in Doctor Who. I was flattered, but the problem was I was on tour when they were meant to be filming. So although I fancied it, I had to say no. Yeah, listen, I'm making more money and doing better for myself rather than getting into your dumpster fire. And then the whole COVID thing happened. Lockdown arrived, and I made lockdown arrived. Let me just fill in a few blanks. And they closed every other opportunity for me to be able to make money, right? I was completely unemployable at this time because I couldn't go to any communal thing because there were no communal things. And everything you do in entertainment has to be a communal thing. Well, other than this, it's just me in my basement screaming into the ether. And then COVID came lockdown, and I made a phone call. Unfortunately, they had moved their filming dates. It now fits perfectly. As I had nothing in my calendar, nothing at all in my calendar, it managed to fit perfectly. I'm doing Doctor Who up until July, and then he go back on the road in September. It worked out perfect for him. Yeah, it really did. Listen, I hope you're able to get back on the road in September. Honestly, he seems like a nice chap. I have no animosity to him. What I would like best is there to be a complete turnaround. It to be really great Doctor Who. I would love that. I would absolutely, but that means Jodie Whittaker learning how to act. Might mean somebody has to teach her how to read. I don't know. So there's a lot of hurdles we have to get over. But despite Chibnall's approach to Bishop for the role, the comedian explains it wasn't a done deal. Yeah, okay, so now they say he had to audition because there are a gazillion suits on top of him who need to have their say, right? I had to do various audition calls and all that, and then I had to go down to well, of course you bloody did. They're not going to cast you in a rather expensive endeavor, right? Doctor Who is a rather expensive TV show. They're not going to cast you in a sink a lot of money without actually seeing that you can't somehow kind of work in this thing that doesn't work whatsoever. And I don't know. What are you telling me here? Nothing of any interest. And then I had to go down to Cardiff and do an audition with Jodie Whittaker. And I thought, oh, see, this is serious. I think probably yes, it probably is a bit serious. As I put it in Cult Box, Bishop says he's been choosing which roles he picks as he moves up from stand-up to acting. Yeah, listen, is this going to damage his career? Probably not. Probably, like how many episodes? It's probably 6 episodes, right? 5 or 6 episodes. He's filming, I think, from, let's say, from January to July. That's 7 months. It's a 10-month film. So, and they're doing 8 episodes, so I think it's going to be. He sounds like he's in 5. To me, he sounds like he's in 5. So I think him and Bradley Walsh are probably not tainted by this Doctor Who. Probably because they're the best things in it, right? By a country mile. Right, I didn't want to do comedic acting because I don't think I'm very good at it. Yeah, this is always fascinating. You've got to be a really, really good actor to pull off comedy. It's all about timing, right? Somebody said that in the chat last night in the live stream. It's all about timing. Some people are brilliant at being actors, and if you're a comedian, I think there's a perception that if you're acting something, it means that's meant to be funny. Well, no, I disagree. It will be funny all the way through, and you'll be dropping in gags, okay? With that in mind, Bishop concedes a role in Doctor Who doesn't quite fit his strategy, but it's a job, right? Yeah, we understand. You needed a job. And listen, I respect a work ethic. I really do. I absolutely respect a work ethic. I want to do straight dramatic acting, and I hit a show where you get chased by aliens, he laughs. It's the only thing on the table. It's the only thing on the table. Yeah. So yeah, listen. Why would they? Why do you publish this? It doesn't work out very well for you. Okay, it doesn't look good. Fine. So yeah, that's the first story. This is the second story, which I haven't looked at yet. And John, why? Come on. John Barron would love to see a transgender actor play Doctor Who. I wouldn't. I actually wouldn't. Now, okay. There's this weird thing with transgenderism, right? It's gone from being accepted, which it is, I think, being accepted, being socially acceptable, but now it's moved into you have to believe in it as well, right? If you don't believe in it, you're some kind of like terrible human being. Look, I'm sorry. I believe the science is pretty clear that having a penis, generally speaking, makes you male, right? And I'm sorry. There are many people there who have this absolute faith in the face of science, and they don't like the science, right? But generally speaking, having a penis makes you male. Having a vagina makes you female. Menstruating generally makes you female. I don't know what to tell you, right? But again, there's this idea that because science fundamentally disagrees with a cornerstone belief that one's perception of self is more tangible than one's physical self. Again, listen, I'm happy to call anybody gender them how they want. I'm not sure that if this person with a penis is actually a woman, right? And again, that shouldn't be a controversial statement, but it is. It is. So I understand he would love to see a transgender actor play Doctor Who. Jodie Whittaker is rumored to be leaving the series soon. And this is by David Craig. No Hugh Fuller today. What a shame. I love a bit of Hugh Fullerton. It's so much fun. Doctor Who star John Barrowman has a voice of support for a transgender actor taking the role in a long-running sci-fi drama. Okay, here's why it's a bad idea. While transgenderism has been completely normalized within society, and you know it's verboten to giggle, right? Which is like, I know, I used to watch Monty Python and giggle. I used to watch Little Britain, which is why they want it cancelled, right? But the reason people laughed at that, because there's a genuine absurdity to it, right? And I'm sorry, but again, it's the way they're playing it is kind of weird, you know. It's like I had a lot more understanding that if one was transitioning to go somewhere, right? If somebody was a man and they wanted to transition into being a woman, that transition period would be limited, maybe a year, 2, 3, I don't know. Can't be more than 3, right? And several years, right? At maximum. But then you're that person, and then at that point you're not transgendered. At that point you are, you know, you've had, you know, sex reassignment surgery. And listen, okay, my views on sex reassignment surgery is I think I personally, again, I think you're mutilating your body, and I don't think you're changing your gender. But that's what I think. And quite frankly, if you're willing to have your dick cut off, I'm willing to shut my damn mouth and say whatever you want. That's fine. No, once you made that commitment, no one's going to argue with you, okay? No one's going to argue. But to be trans as a ongoing state, to me, I don't think it's very common, and I don't think it's very relatable. You know, it's yeah. So you know, so that's why I don't think a trans actor who has been trans as part of their and you know, my only like connection with trans actors in Doctor Who is Rebecca Root, right? Who's in Stranded, who like seems to say every 5 minutes, by the way, I'm a trans person. Fine, okay, as a trans, whatever, okay. And then she goes, oh my God, people notice I'm trans. Yeah, I know, because you talk about it nonstop, and quite frankly, you look like a bloke in a dress, and moreover, you sound like a bloke when on audio. I'm sorry that you do, but these bits of reality remain reality, okay? And I am not going to kowtow to this utter insanity. But again, I'm prepared to be wrong, right? I'm prepared to be respectful. I'm prepared to say I might be wrong, and maybe one's perception of self does trump their physical. I know, okay, maybe it does. I'm being nice, okay? But you know, you can't dictate what people believe, which is what they want to do. Anyway, so this is John Barrowman. Sadly, Hollywood John Barrowman being sucked along down the plug hole of insanity. A Doctor Who star, John Barrowman, has voices support for a transgender actor taking over the lead role of the long-running sci-fi drama. I hope he explains why, right? I hope he explains why. The rumours emerged at the start of the year. The current star, Jodie Whittaker Broadchurch, could exit the next series as the Doctor regenerates into another new form. I'm thinking that this was leaked by her agent, right? I'm thinking that's probably most likely source. See, it's the one that makes most sense to me, because the agent has the most to gain, getting her out of this disaster as quickly as possible, and more importantly, into something new. Booking her a next job now they should have booked the next job before season 12, I think. The next Doctor regenerates into another form. Another form. What's she going to be? Like a tub of lard? An ice cream spoon? Whatever. You know, they can be absolutely anybody can be anything. This has given life to a wave of speculation, mainly from the media, you weirdos in the media, who could be the next in line for TARDIS. I think most Doctor Who fans don't really care. I mean, as long as Chibnall's still there and the BBC are in this, like, locked into this, collision course with the audience, that they show nothing but disdain for the audience, and then they're confused why they want to cancel their subscription and their license fees. Fine, okay, whatever. I don't think you could cast Tom Baker again. You could clone Tom Baker and get him in there as a 40-year-old Tom Baker, and it's still going to be garbage, right? It'll be much better garbage, right? He'll probably rewrite most of the scripts, and they'll be much better. This is giveaway, so blah blah. Nixon with suggestions ranging from "I may destroy you, Michaela Colt," doesn't strike me as looking doctory, and "Death in Paradise," Chris Marshall. Also, he seems a bit too ordinary, right? And now Barrowman, best known for playing with Captain Jack Harkness in the series and its mature spin-off. Mature. It wasn't mature. I'm sorry. I mean, listen, I like Children of Earth. I think Children of Earth was really fantastic TV, right? They spread it over 5 nights. Really scary. I really, really like Children of Earth. I quite like season 1 of Torchwood. But you got to episode 4 and like everybody had been in a same-sex romance at that time. I'm like, that's just not the demo. And the thing they were banging, the issue of the day wasn't being trans. It was same-sex marriage. So they were banging on about how completely normal same-sex relations are. Nobody freaking cares. Okay, for God's sake, it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to convince anybody of anything. People can think for themselves, which I think it's like those people in the media are not so good at understanding. And now we're best known for getting there's a mature spin-off. Here's call for producers to make another leap by choosing an LGBTQ plus actor for the role. Oh, no, he's just a T. Okay, just T. I don't think he doesn't say LGBTQ plus. Just T. Just the T, I think, is interesting. I'd love to see a transgender Doctor. Well, kind of. So Jodie Whittaker is. She doesn't play her as if she's a woman, right? She plays her like some amorphous, sexless thing, like genderless thing. And a cross between that and Andy Pandy, or a stupid puppet of a clown, right? That's basically how she plays it. And listen, this is not my acting choices. This is their acting choices. I don't know what to tell you. I think it would be awesome he told Metros at CEO UK. Oh, God. Why? Why would that be awesome? Explain it to me. Why would that be awesome? What's that going to bring to the role of the Doctor? What? I don't understand. I can't see anything that it will bring. Tony suggested an androgynous, gender non-specific person. We're talking Jodie Whittaker. That's how she played it. An androgynous gender non-specific person. That we've had that right now, right? We had that right now. Would be a good fit for the title character, arguing the time is right for a diverse choice. No, okay. Diversity means you reflect the myriad of the world that the audience you're entertaining. I would just suggest maybe in 2021 you want to get really crazy, you want to get really out there, have a white male, okay, as a hero, right? Have as a hero, and that would be a reasonably diverse choice. Baron added, we've had a LGBTQ plus representation in the TARDIS. Well, of course we have. We had Captain Jack, really? We had you. Don't you remember? You basically snogged Christopher Eccleston's Doctor, right? It's like, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it's not like it's been something new to Doctor Who. In the TARDIS, during Peter Capaldi's reign, we had a character who was a lesbian. Really? Bill Potts was a lesbian? Did she ever mention that? Did she ever? Yes, of course. Look, the only person who's mentioned their sexuality more than Bill Potts is Rebecca Bloody Root talking about Stranded. We've had them. Why not a Doctor? Why not have a Doctor the same? Well, again, listen, look, the basic template for the Doctor, again, from Philip Hinchcliffe, and I agree with him completely. which every Doctor bar one does fit into, is kind of like a rogue aristocratic schoolboy, right? Basically gone rogue and gone to see and eschewed his privilege and gone to right wrongs, right? Now, it's like you got that quintessential English gentleman thing going on at somewhere within that, right? That's basically where it is. And now I think you can have a woman pull that off. I don't know. I just don't see how that's having a trans actor fits into that template that we've had for, coming up for 60 years. And I don't think going against that template really necessarily works. The only time they really went against the template is when they brought it back in 2005 and they wanted a very street Doctor. I don't think that Christopher Eccleston season was like Shameless meets Doctor Who. Right, so they wanted a very street Doctor as a reaction, as a complete reaction against the posture of it. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm looking forward to the big Finish box sets coming out soon. Exxon had a massive falling out when he was in the role. He quit before he quit pretty much as he started, I think, he was succeeded by David Tennant, who immediately went back to that very quintessential English gentleman type of role, because that's what it snaps back to, right? That's where it works best. And so I don't see how having an LGBTQ plus actor is any way going to help it. So yeah, we had Doctor about more of the same. Previously, Barrowman suggested years and years from and Ollie Alexander for the gig. Now I've seen years and years. Do I think he'll be a good Doctor? No. It depends. I mean, I don't think the Doctor should be played by his sexuality, right? Which is what his character in Years and Years very much was, right? So I just don't. I haven't seen him doing something dramatic where I think, oh, that's actually could be pretty interesting. He did a fantastic performance. Absolutely. Everything else about It's a Sin. Fantastic performance, fantastic writing, interesting, thought-provoking. Very, very good. Very, very good. But does that mean he's a good fit for the Doctor? Honestly, no. And the character he played in It's a Sin was a little bit of an obnoxious dick, from what I can tell. Yeah, it was just, so I just don't really see him. I just think this is like there's a weird thing in the entertainment industry where there's this new segregation where black people will have to be with black people, gay people with gay people. I mean, Star Trek Discovery is always a show that really spearheaded modern day segregation. So listen, I understand you're LGBTQ plus. That's who you identify with, John. And again, I want to be clear: we freaking love you. Everyone in fandom freaking loves you, and I understand this is a bit stupid what you're saying. We're all giving you a pass. Okay, I'm giving you a pass because we love you. Okay, and there's a lot to be said for that. Doctor's currently filming the 13th season, which sees the return of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor and Bandit Girl's Yaz. Oh, there is so much shipping going to be coming. Yes. Did you see Yaz, how they played Yaz looking at the Doctor in that Newsday special? It's, there's scissoring, or at least attempted scissoring are coming. Will we have? Will it happen? I really know. Well, comedian John Bishop will be joining the cast as new companion called Dan. The series consists of 8 episodes, down from the recent standard 10. That's actually 11. Don't forget, normally 11. Oh, did you do 10 for season 10? Yeah, they always go down. The rumor is there will be no seasonal special. There will be no holiday special whatsoever. But you know what is, I think, reasonably special. I'll tell you what's reasonably special. Firstly, this wonderful print. This one, I got to find it. It's over here, right? This wonderful print where we're adding into the campaign. Again, sending it to the Canadians who already paid ridiculous shipping. I'm just throwing it in because their shipping was crazy, and I just really appreciate them putting that. I'm refunding them shipping. Not the entire shipping, but the excess. So yeah, that's pretty good. This is even better. This is even better. For the male gaze, a wonderful card. Councillor Troy looking wonderful, as only Councillor Troy really can do. My name is Ela Becken, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell. Ring that little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.